does a composable platform facilitate things like data governance, compliance? Obviously regulations. Any company operating internationally is dealing with multiple regulations. How does a composable CDP operate there?
I think very simply, a composable CDP is a query in place application. So the data that a company owns that may have PII or PHI in these regulated industries like healthcare, financial services, and even basic consumer data needs to be regulated this day with CCPA and other regulations that are out there. I think it's important that once a company makes the decision to put their time and effort into building a customer 360 inside of a data warehouse like the ones we mentioned before, the movement of that data out to other SaaS tools like an email tool, an SMS tool, a web personalization tool, that creates the opportunity for situations to go awry for the business, whether that leaves it open to PII leaking out or data living in an S3 bucket that should not be there, and people being able to come in and access that data. So I think by building the customer 360 in the warehouse and using a query in place composable architecture for CDP, you eliminate any of the data privacy issues. You completely now have decided to govern the data in which the way that the business wants, who has access to what tables, who has access to what PII. And that right there starts to, build up the muscle internally at these companies of the importance of this composable structure versus, every day or every hour shipping data to these downstream destination tools or upstream destination tools, depending on what you're doing with your data.